Here we go, part 5. The box is going down, look. Level's going down. But there's still a lot in there. What a lot we've got. We've still got a lot. Okay, let's grab some. And I'll drop one there. I need a few more than that. There we go. We start with King Edward VII, 1907. There's his mum, Victoria, 1896. Not too bad for an 1896. They're usually very worn. They probably were weakly struck in the first place, a lot of those. Right, 1921. George V. There's a 1912. That's a nice condition. It's got an H mint mark. That's not bad at all, that. You can clearly see the H mint mark there, so I think that's going to be an upgrade. Quite nice. Right, there's Elizabeth, 1965. 1900, Victoria. There's another Victoria. Come on, let's have one we haven't got. No, 1890. Got a better one than that on the board. 1936. Another 1936. There's another Victoria. 1901. 1879. Have we got 1879? Oh, we've got one, but that's probably going to be better, isn't it? I will check that in a minute. 1879. Oh, 1900. 1898. Another Victoria. 1919. I actually heard you say no mint mark then. Oh, what we got here? French 10 centimes. 1916. Oh, yeah. This is coin orientation. Again, you turn these ones that way. It was 1916, wasn't it? Yep, 1916. And that's not bad condition at all. You do find quite a few of these, actually. I remember these being in a change years ago. French ones like this, Australian and Irish. Used to find a lot of those in your change. Exactly the same size as a penny. Look at that. Oh, lovely find. Right, what we got next? There's George again. 1930. That's the one we're looking for. 1930. Not bad condition either. For 1930. Have a closer look. Make sure it's not 1936. No, it definitely is 1930. It's lovely. 19... You know, for a minute I thought that said 1960. It was clearly 1964. If it was 1960, it'd be worth a fortune because they didn't make any. There's George VI again. 1945. We've got 1910. That is the year Edward VII died, and his son George V took the throne. 1900. So that'll be Victoria. 1903. So is that going to be an open 3? No, it's a closed 3. Curls over at the top and it curls over at the bottom. I'll go and get an open 1903 and show you the difference. Okay, there's the one I've just found on top, and you can see the one underneath. The 3 is completely different. It's flat at the top and it doesn't curl under so much at the bottom. And I've got another one here. There you go, there's 2 of them. See the difference? One I got from Mr. Dan Parker, Mr. Predecimal Dan, and I did find one in a hunt as well. So there we go. That's what you're looking for. And in this condition, one with an open 3, it costs you around £50 to get one of these. Also, they're different colours. Can you see that? There is a reason why coins are different colours. I did make a video on that quite a while ago. Now, if I remember, I'll put it as a link at the end of this video. All right, that one was just a common 3. One left in this handful. That's another Victoria. 1898. There's the French 10 centimes. I'll put that with the other French one there. The 1912 with the H mint mark is definitely better than that one. So I'll swap that. 1879. Let me just check my Whitman album. Yeah, I've got an 1879 in there. And it's about the same as that, isn't it? So I'll leave that there. So that's going to be an upgrade. Right, where are we? Is he? 78, 79. Oh, God, look at that. That is definitely an upgrade. So we'll put that one back down there. Yeah, I better straighten it up. I get told off for putting coins down. Wonky. There we go. And the 1930 gives us another bingo line. Bingo graphic, where are you? Ah, there you are. Let's get some more. Oh, that's a shiny one. Look at that. That has been polished. Now, that's awful, isn't it? That is terrible. Why would you do that? If it had any value to it, that would take all the value away. Polishing a coin like that. That's going in the dirty mug. I don't like those. I give those away. Right. Look at that. Another 1930. Very next handful. Typical. What's that? Oh, 1897. Normally look for a dot between the O and the N. There's a mark there, not in the right place, so that's just a bit of damage. So that is not a dot penny. 1897 dot penny. 1895. Right, have we got? No, we haven't got an 1895. Right, need to look at the gap between the trident and the P. Now that looks like a small gap to me. Let me go and find a big gap one to show you. There's one. It's got a big gap between the trident and the P. Should have picked a better one than that, really, but that'll do. Show you. All right, this is the one I've just found, and you can see the difference if you line them up. See that gap between the trident and the P? This one, the common one, is known as the 1mm gap, and this one, slightly scarcer, is 2mm gap. It's not that hard to find. I've found quite a few over the years in these hunts, and in that condition, probably get one for £2 or £3. Worth having though. Nice little variety there. Alright, must remember to put that down on the board at the end of this handful. 1961 there. 1937. There's a 1900. 1935. 1882 with an H mint mark, but that's been cleaned, doesn't it? It looks like it's been cleaned to me. Polished sometime in the past and then gone back into circulation. Nearly all the 1882s were made at the Heaton Works in Birmingham, so they will have an H mint mark. But there are some very rare 1882s without an H mint mark, so look out for that. But make sure it isn't just very worn. But we haven't got an 1882 yet. I'll have to put that one on the board. Yeah, it's definitely been cleaned. Oh, look at that. South Africa, 1948 this time. We've got a South African one down there. What was that? Was that 48 as well? Let's grab it. Oh no, 38 that was. Ah, so we've got a 38 and a 48 from South Africa. With the Dromedaeus, the ship on there. Nice. Shiny one. 62. Ah, that might be an upgrade. Not sure. Let's have a look. I'll have a look in a minute again. There's a 1920. Let's just check for that. Gap. Small gap. Very common. Oh, there's a halfpenny. 1919. You don't get mint marks on the half pennies. Jules V. I think we found a 1919 yet. So that's another one. There's Edward. 1905 this time. Elizabeth there. 63. 1935 again. There's a 1928. 1948, and that's been cleaned as well. You can see there's no highlights on the actual hair or anything like that. It's been worn, it's been in circulation, and it's been polished, and it looks awful. Get in there. Right. 1966. There's Edward again. What's that? 1904 this time. Another Edward. 1906. Victoria. 1896. And 1899. Right, I was told in the last video the 1937 wasn't that good and I was missing some better condition ones, so I'll swap that because that wasn't very good. So that's better. There's this 1882 with the H mint mark. Not the best, but I'll put it down there, although it has been cleaned in the past. And the 1895 can go there. That gives us 2 more bingo lines. There's the halfpenny from 1919 and the 1948 South African penny. Time for some more. Let's try this corner. A handful from there. Alright. Get that back there. There we go. Oh, look at that. Right. Start another Victoria. Another 1897. Still looking for that dot. Another little dot thing there, but never in the right place, is it? No, that's just damage. Another Victoria. 1898. There's a 1934. Another 1897. Come on, that's fine. No, nothing there. 1866, but look at the state of that. Actually worn away. I don't see anything other than the date. That's no better than the one on the board, and that's pretty bad. 1901. 1935. Oh, there's a 1912 without a H mint mark. Yep, nothing on there, is there? But it's not as good as the one on the board. 1901. Oh, there's a 1966. 1900. Oh, there's nothing there, is it? No, it's not, is it? No, nothing there. 1919. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We found a mint mark. H mint mark. H for Heaton. Ralph Heaton and Son, and Birmingham made that. They helped out the Royal Mint during the First World War and just after. So that's where that one came from. It's one of the common mint marks for George V, but still nice to find it. It's not bad condition either. I'll put the mintage figures up again so you can have a look. There's the George V mint mark mintage figures. Ah, it's nice to find that. Nice to find an H 1919. Right, 1964. 1907. Again, that's been cleaned, hasn't it? Oh, no. Not recently, but it has been cleaned. Nearly went in there. I'll pick it up in a minute. How could I miss? Oh, look at that. 1893. What's the 1893 on the board like? Oh, I'll have a look in a minute. I don't think it's that good. That's not a bad one. 1921. 63. There's a 1918, but there's no mint mark on that. 1900. Victoria, another 1900. Oh, drop that one as well. 1946. Come on, let's have a little dash up there. No, nothing there. All right, pick that one up. I just dropped, get that out of the way. And this one that went down the back of the radiator was meant to go in the dirty mug. There we go. Right, the 1893 is certainly better than that one. So I'll swap that. That's much better. And the 1919 with the H mint mark can go there. Lovely. Dive in for some more. I think that's enough. Right. 1938 we start with. There's a bit of a nasty bash on that. Someone didn't like that, did they? What was it? 1938. Someone got a little bit upset with that. 1965. There's a 1944. 1900. Lots of 1900s in this bash, isn't there? Look at that, another one straight away. 1918. No mint mark on that one. Good example of ghosting though. You can see the king's head through the coin. Bit of ghost in there. 1911. Look for the hollow at the back of the king's head. The Gobi X, with a hollow neck 1911 penny, but that's not one, that's a common one. 1948. 1938. 1891. A better one than that. 63. 62. Ah, there's Victoria. 1873. I think we need an 1873. It's quite worn. Done a lot of transactions. I wonder how many people actually touched this coin over the years. Nearly 100 years this could have been in circulation. Thousands, hundreds of thousands. It might even been 1 million people or more touched this coin. I wonder who made the very first transaction with this penny in 1873 and what did they buy? Who were you? Who were you? Don't you hear my call, though you're many years away? We'll never know. I wonder if technology in the future will be able to tell who every single person who handled this coin was. Distant technology from now, you never know. 1913. What we got here? Oh, another 1913. That's a shiny. It's going to be a 60. Oh, that's not 66. It's a 65. 1965. Another shiny one. I bet that's a jersey. Yep. Bailiwick jersey. 1/12 of a shilling. 1966. Got quite a few of those now. And Irish. 1928. So 1928 will be the first year of this coinage. First year of this Irish coinage. 1928. There's the Hen and Chicks by Percy Metcalfe. Oh, that's nice to get a 1928. All right, 63. 1899. George V. 1919. Is there a mint mark? No, nothing to see there. All right, 1940. Oh, let's have a look at that exerg line, the line above the date. And it is the more common double line. You can see two lines there. You can just about see that. That's a double line. The single line is a little bit harder to find. 1917. And last one in this handful, another 1913. Okay, the 1913 on the board is pretty bad condition. That one I found is better, so I placed that. There's another 1966 jersey. And this 1928 Irish penny can go there. And the 1873 is another one for the board. April the 9th today, 2025, and Universal Studios have just been given the go-ahead to build a massive theme park in Bedfordshire. It's just under a mile from my house, so I'm going to take a walk over there now. All the press will be there, all the media. There's a footpath that goes right through the middle of the site, so I'm going to go over there and see if I recognise anyone. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like this video, it really helps. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Cheers, see you in the next one.